the recap, or if
I
there
think
is
that makes sense.
any voluntary here.
Sixth turn.
Oh,
Beat that, guys.
There you go.
unbeatable net one.
Okay, I mean, I've got some notes, but like I said, normally I go off of rewatching Twitch, but it wasn't up, so. Or at least it wasn't all the way through. So I was trying to remember
Yeah,
everything.
that happened. Well, but
Do you want me to go ahead and start, or am I still waiting for anybody to roll?
yeah,
Nope. I don't think anybody could beat you anyway.
Didn't we have a Nat 1 the last time?
I'm not sure.
yeah, I can't remember, but that would be fun.
We did, and I was the one who used it. I
Oh,
was the one who gave the thing.
Get out of the way early.
If I keep the inspiration, can I use it next time we roll to see who
no,
what
no,
I've got
no,
is-
doesn't sound fair. You only have the D10 to add on the same day you give the recap.
All right, I've got Drevon and Cedric decided to give Percival to the Fighters Guild. Cedric is going to run for mayor. Lady Alora thinks that someone from the Alaric family might be chosen for mayor and advises Cedric to find out who will need to be convinced to vote for Cedric. Bibbick and Bjorn head to the temple to get the body of Master Reginald. Bibbick gets the blue screen of death and tries to convince the priest to give him Master Reginald's body. They are told they need permission from higher up, which he eventually does get a letter. Cedric infiltrates the Leoprine household while Drevon scouts the outside. Cedric gets enough information and takes the identity of Farrington Leoprine, and that's what I've got so far.
Yeah, about the great reunion, the great meeting with both Calum, which is the current mayor's son, and all the important, especially the voters for the election. Do you happen to have any notes or any remembers of that scene?
I've got, let's see, Leoprine declares that he's running for mayor. Bibbick gets the letter, and then I went to one of the taverns and had a toast for all the people in the tavern to help out for Farrington Leoprine. But that's all I had for notes.
Okay,
But-
perfect. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since we last played, so I'll give you the inspiration for the recap. Drevon. And yes, to summarize the whole ordeal that currently is upon the city of Mithril Harbor, the imperial colony um, on the Sapphire Island in the archipelago of Arashiawha. The current mayor was found to be guilty of conspire with underwater dwellers that wish to lay waste to the city in exchange for the mining of the mithril mines. He was willing to sacrifice innocent lives to not face the anger of the sea creature known as Ia, and for that crime the party decided to face him and successfully managed to imprison and depose him of his duty as mayor. Now, with that seat opened for a new mayor, Cedric, disguised as Furrington Leperine, is up against the former mayor's own son, Calum Blackwood, a young man, a young boy of not more than 15 years old, and which also has a very eerie and strange aura to him, and that also wears a eye patch for some reason. No one knows yet. But that is the current situation in Mithril Harbor. You have some 5 days before the day of the election, and you know it's not a open election for all the common folk to vote, but instead there are some voters to be chosen amongst the higher ranks of noblemen and women and some other important names and faces of the region. One of those, you already got that information. It's someone you already are aligned with. Elara Ravenswood, the head of the Hashador or the Fighters Guild, if you prefer, among some other people that you still don't quite know their intentions, their alliances, but you surely will need to discover in the next couple of days. So, I ask of you, you already been to a tavern to start to make Furrington's name be be spoken on the streets, but you note that not only of rumors and of the common voice, an election can be done. So I ask the four of you, where are you right now, and what do you want to do?
I thought at the end of the last session we were ending the day and I was gonna work on some armor.
Okay, perfect.
But yeah, I didn't have anything in mind for the rest of the day. Unless you guys did.
What about the rest?
No, let's just get your armor dealt with. Been several sessions since that we've had like a long rest to do that, I guess.
I think that's a good idea, because we have 4 days, right, before the election.
Yeah, you have 5
yes.
days. You are going to sleep now, and then tomorrow you have 4 days left.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea to do some long-term project type stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna work on, because I got that mithril and you said I would be able to make 2 sets of medium armor.
Yes.
So I'm gonna
That is
work.
correct.
I'm guessing I work on them one at a time. I can't work on both of them in one night.
There are rules on the player's handbook for craft armor.
Yeah. It's like 25 gold per day or per hour or something.
But how long do you take to create a set of medium armor? Oh, it's
I'm
per
pretty sure
per value.
Yeah, it's per value, yeah. The spiked armor that I was gonna make for Bibbick is pretty cheap. 75 gold pieces, but this is like mithril spiked armor, so I'm guessing, I think that makes it like twice as expensive or 3 times.
Let me see what the great sane magical prices has to say of mithril armor. Mithril spiked. Ooh. How much was the normal one?
75 bucks.
Yeah, the sane magical prices. It's telling me that any mithril armor is 800 gold pieces more expensive than the normal
Oh.
variety of the same.
So making anything out of this would take me a year.
Yeah. Let's
Well,
streamline the process. You are a artificer, so you know how to work more efficiently. Let's say you need 3 successes before you need you have to roll 3 successes before you roll 5 failures. Okay. So
Okay.
each day, it depends. If let's say you spent like 8 hours working on the armor. If you want to spend 16 hours, like two sets of 8 hours in the
Right.
same day, you can. But the second one you gain a debuff to the roll. Okay.
Okay.
Or you can spend
Buff,
just
what?
one.
Is it like -2 or is it like a D6 or something?
It's a -5, I would say.
Oh, gosh. Okay. All right.
But you
Okay,
can get
and then
help
what kind of-
if you want to get help from somebody of the someone of the party.
What is the roll? Is it a tool roll? Like it's with like a smithing
rules.
tools roll?
Yeah. I guess you
Sweet.
have
So-
proficiency and expertise in that.
Yeah, I get to double my proficiency with any tool check now.
Nice.
So yeah, I
If he needs help to like give him, or because you said you were asking about help from another person in the party, I'll go ahead and help you since you're making part of him for me, right?
yeah, one of them is for you.
Okay, I'll go ahead and help you then.
But it was a half plate that you wanted, right?
Right? Yeah, I'll be the gopher.
I think yours is more expensive. Let me see. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I have to do 3. It's the same either way. So, yeah, okay, I'll make your first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, I'll be your gopher, so whatever you need, whatever tool, whatever you got.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm doing with the rest of the day, and then I was gonna do some infusing tonight, and I can't remember who I was gonna give that sword, the radiant weapon, to. Does anybody remember? We talked about this, and I was gonna give it to somebody.
You give a what to who?
Right,
give
that's
some-
one of your infusions, right?
one of my infusions, so I can infuse one of your weapons to make it a radiant weapon, which makes it a magical +1 weapon, plus you can blind people that attack you. And I'm pretty sure that I was going to give it to Drevon, but I can't remember.
That seems fine.
Whoever's going to be up in the shit and wants to blind people who are attacking them.
I mean, that'll be either Drevon or me.
Yeah.
Right.
So I
I
think-
thought you was thinking about giving to Bibbick because I can already, do darkness and blind people.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, okay, alright. I'll give it to Bibbick.
Cool. How do I mark that on my thing?
I'm pretty sure you can, like, if you look at inventory, then just look up, like, radiant, whatever your weapon is.
Copy that. I'll do that.
Maybe not, though. Yeah, it doesn't look like that works.
Oh, and Drevon's going to talk to Bjorn about going to go see the Mages Guild. I got a scroll that I'm looking for, so whenever you got time, because you got a contact there, right?
Yeah, we haven't taken you over there yet?
Nope, not yet.
Yeah, we can go talk to Kevin. And, PP's got scrolls.
All right, we can do that whenever you have time to do that.
Well, we can do that before I don't know, because that takes, like, a while to get there, doesn't it? It's like an hour there and back, right?
It's
Some
not-
30 minutes. It was
Okay.
an hour
Well,
the
if we have-
first time it's in the middle of
Right.
nowhere, in the middle of the woods,
Yeah.
so you didn't know how to get there the first time you went there, so now that you are more familiar, You can go there in only 30 minutes.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, if we can do that before I make the armor, then we could do that today, or we can do it tomorrow.
All right. Oh, let's go ahead and start the armor, and we can do it tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
okay, so with the help action you have advantage and you can roll your smith's tools using your wisdom. Don't know if you got
Using my wisdom,
yeah.
I guess it's all the same. It's
Yeah,
+0 for me.
if it's I'm thinking about intelligence, but
Hmm.
because that would be best for you, but
It'd be a lot.
yeah, but I don't know. Does a blacksmith use his intelligence or more like it's his? Yeah, what the
I mean,
hell?
it's a learned craft, right? So like, even if he was taught by somebody else, I don't know. I think that would be like a schooling thing, more than a wisdom thing.
Yeah, okay. You make a good point. So roll with your intelligence.
Okay. So intelligence plus my proficiency.
Yep.
Oh boy. Oh boy. And at advantage? Oh boy. Okay, so we gotta add 6 to this. Oh, I didn't roll an advantage. Okay, 21.
21. Okay, perfect. You got your first 8 hours of work with a
Sweet.
enough success. You are still in the 4 days away from the elections. Do you want to continue on the same day, or now you want to go to the alma mater? What is Furrington's plan of campaign planning for this next few days? I mean, the rest of the party is going to help with this character Furrington to win, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess I would be trying to garner favor with the other candidates, the people who can vote. I mean,
Okay. If I remember correctly, I stated that last session that you still do not knew who the fifth voter was, right?
that's correct.
Okay, nice. Where are you currently? The four of you are currently staying during this next days.
Yeah, where have you guys been staying before
Right.
I showed up?
I don't know.
We didn't really stay in the city at all before now. I kind of forgot about that.
I don't think we had a place. Did
I'm
we?
guessing
Uh,
I'm guessing the jungle goat is going to be expensive, so probably not there.
Yeah, Bibbick, since you were in the city for at least a month before you met these other people, because you were Master Reginald's #1 bodyguard, right? So even though he left, you had the former mayor had gifted all of Reginald's entourage with with rooms in the city where you can rest and whatnot. The former mayor has been taken away from his position, and Master Reginald is no more. But no one had come and took away your current place. And although
I just have a place I'm living in, like a small estate kind of deal, or
yeah, it's like a very large apartment in the city, but it is so it's very very fancy. So even though it's a one person apartment, there is enough room where you can fit all of your newfound companions if you'd like.
oh, I definitely invite them. Whether they come or not is up to them, but I definitely invite them.
Okay.
I'll stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I have a big pot of stew cooking, like, all the time.
Oh shit! Never-ending stew.
Just, things are kind of late about. It's a bit messy, but that's all right.
Okay, so during the first day, after all the hard work on the set of armor, someone comes knocking at Bibbick's door.
Just a moment. And Bibbick kind of cleans up what he wipes his hands off on his chest, and he walks over and he opens the door.
Okay. You open the door to the sight of a young woman around 25 years of old. She clearly has the ears of the mixed blood with humans and elves, so she is definitely a half elf. And although she has these very very distinguishable dark circles around her eyes, she is fencing a very upbeat and very you would say even aggressive, but not like aggressive in combat way, but more of a like a socially aggressive kind of vibe to her, you know. She is very she's an extrovert very clearly, and she presents herself saying, hello, I'm Valeria. I someone like a little bird told me you were friends with Furrington Leperine. Is that right?
Bibbick kind of like stops and thinks. He's like, he doesn't remember what he was supposed to say. He says, maybe.
Well, can you please tell me how can I come in contact with him? I have a very, very good offer to make our future mayor.
Well, come inside.
Thanks.
Would you like some tea?
Oh, yes. Why not? It helps
Bibbick
me
will try
keep
to
awake,
find
right?
tea. Bibbick will attempt to find tea somewhere around here. He doesn't like tea himself, but and eventually we'll find it and bring just sort of a cup of water with tea leaves in it.
Okay. So, do you know how? Where can I find him? I tried the Leperine manor, but they didn't know how exactly I was to find him. Then I remembered I heard you were seen very close to Furrington. So, do you know?
I could perhaps pass along a message.
Okay. Can you tell him that I have a good offer? Or do you want me to describe that to you?
Perhaps you should write it down.
Oh, I have that already. Here. I left
Bibbick will take the letter and yeah.
And?
Go ahead.
No, I sent an exact copy of that on Leperine Manor, but they told me he didn't come to his house yet, so who knows.
And what was your name?
Valeria.
Valeria.
Yes.
Well, I will give him the letter if I see him.
Okay.
Shit, I'm forgetting to talk in third person. God damn it.
But between you and me, the election is in a few days, and I think this is game changing for him. So, do you happen to know, like for sure, if I can talk to him like in the next few hours or?
Oh, well, does Bibbick know where he is right now? Because I don't know.
I went to go talk to the other voters, so I don't know where they are, and I also don't know where you are. If you're just at your house,
I'm just at my house.
then I don't think I would be there.
Your house probably is somewhere near the docks, so anywhere on all this.
Copy that.
These cantons here.
Well, where are you staying?
She gives you a very awkward smile, saying, That is a little unimportant. I will.
Well, then I could send him to you instead of you waiting here.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to stay here. I don't want to disturb you any more than I already am. But I just thought it could be a shortcut to him, you know. But if you do not know where he is, like really, then
I know.
It's okay. Thanks for delivering the letter to him, and thanks for the tea. I will be leaving now. Okay.
Okay.
And you notice, Bibbick, that she is a little hasty as she grabs her stuff and leaves your house, like walking fast, right?
All right. I guess Bibbick will attempt to find his friend to deliver the letter.
Okay. So at around what time of the day, Cedric, are you going to talk to your targets?
Probably evening,
Okay.
just after dinner and right before, just around sunset evening-ish.
Okay, so once again, you have on your list Elara. She's already allied with you, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't start with Alara. She
Uh,
already knows the whole plan.
Lady Seraphina is one.
Yeah.
Count
I would probably start with Seraphina.
Okay. And I don't remember if he was already at the meeting, but
Yeah,
he
he
was
was.
not.
He was,
He
okay.
wasn't. What?
He was
One of
Yeah,
them was
so-
not there.
Yeah.
One of them was not there. One of
The fifth one that we didn't talk about, but
There was two people not there. It was
Oh,
only
okay.
Valerian and Seraphina who were there. Then we know of Duke, but he wasn't
right.
Yeah, you know that Leflac is from other parts of the world, and he is coming with haste. But he will be here for the election, but not early, probably.
there.
Okay, so Seraphina, the first one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you start gathering some informations, and you discover that she is let me roll for that. 1 second. Ooh, okay. You happen to know for sure, Cedric, that she is staying in the city hall, the main palace of Mithril Harbor. It is called a palace, but it's not like a very fancy palace like from the old world, right? But it's fancy enough that a people of that high regard can stay at for a couple of days. Since your name is already being said back and forth among the people that pay attention to the political gamblings of the city, you are allowed entrance in almost any part of the city hall, and you discover where Lady Serafina is currently, and you can easily get to her right now. You are wearing the disguise of Furrington, I suppose.
Yeah, I would.
Okay. So how do you approach her?
I would knock on her door, if assuming she has a door, and I would come prepared with. Do I know anything about Serafina? Like, does she like to drink tea, or is she more of a ale person?
Make a investigation check for to see if you can find out about these tiny details. And with a 28. Okay, yeah. You are good at what you're setting yourself to do, so...
Yeah, I would come prepared with whichever drink I know to be her preference.
Okay, you know in very minor details, so you not only grab her favorite flavor of tea, but you grab the specific brand that makes the tea, and you prepare it in the right temperature. Okay, all in the minor details. You knock at her door. She opens and she... Oh, I was expecting you, to be totally clear. Come in.
I would do a slight bow and offer up the drinks that I have, the teas and the specific brand.
Oh,
I heard this was to your favor.
Master Laprine, you did your homework. Impressive.
Always. May I?
Of course. Make yourself at home.
I would come in and set the tea down on the nearest coffee table, I guess near the seats, and sit down. I have some business to discuss.
Of course you have. But continue, I want to hear it from you.
As you know, I am garnering favor to run for mayor, which is a position that has long been vacant, despite having a title and a man filling the position. If you can call him such.
Well, Percival was a very distinguished individual. Sometimes, for some things, he was a very brilliant man and strategist, but for others, he was simply simple.
I see. Well, are you aware of the atrocities he's committed?
I've heard rumors, but...
Well, they are not mere rumors, my dear. I myself dispatched a select group of mercenaries to dispatch the people trying to kidnap even you and your fellow nobles. You were lucky to leave the party so early.
Mercenaries you met while being a pirate, Furrington.
Pirate is such a crude term, don't you think? Explorer is more like it.
Explorer. So, you made a boot camp at sea and gained the
Experience.
needed to now govern one of the most upcoming nations of this world.
Well, you see, what I have gained at sea, the current and previous candidate, mayor, what have you, Percival and his son, lack, is a connection to the people. You see, when you're at sea and you're battling nature, the forces of the world incarnate, the only thing that you can rely on is your mates. If you can't understand what they fear and what gives them courage, you're already dead. I bring those skills to govern the city that we both love.
Make a persuasion check for us, please.
Persuasion.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Let's see my insight here. Okay.
Nice.
But be aware that Seraphina is very insightful.
Right.
She's from what you know of her, she's the most politician of all this,
Great.
of all the voters. Well,
Now, I can tell that you love this game of politics. Me, I am more of a straightforward man. I can see there's something wrong with the current way things are done, and I have the skills to rectify it, so to speak. I am simply the lesser of two. And putting somebody like Percival's son, who was raised with the same values as Percival, was probably not the best course of action.
well, although I was told that the fruit doesn't land far from the tree, after talking to Calum earlier today, I was impressed with how evolved that young man is.
I'm sure you were. He has a way with words.
And he has some very clear and simply logical ideas for the future of Mithril Harbor.
Are you aware of our vampire problem, Lady Seraphina?
Vampire? You mean like in the fairy tales? Like someone that can drink
Fairy
your blood?
tales. Oh, boy, we are. You need. I can see I need to educate you just a tad. We have several vampires in our midst. They are very real, and they are not myths. I would implore you to do away with any ideas of fantasy. Just the other night, Men that resembled fish, savage in nature, boarded our docks in an attempt to kidnap and sacrifice our nobility. Vampires are the least of our worries, but a worry nonetheless. I can tell you, they are very real.
Yes. I was just trying to test you and see how much did you already know.
I
I've
assure
heard.
you, my experiences at sea require no tests.
I became recently aware of Labrie's threat.
Where did you get your information?
A friend of mine told me everything I should know.
I
Specifically,
only ask because it's very likely that your friend got their information from me.
is that so?
Indeed.
Well, uh, while in the city, visiting for the celebrations of the successful minings, I got in touch with a very respectable warrior from the that is already retired, although she is still very brave. Lady Alara, do you know her?
Yes, we were her guards. I had guards hired for her at the recent ball.
Oh, I see. So how come that you were a man of your name was involved in all of that and I did not know of it?
I like to keep a low profile when it suits me.
Well, I see then. I feel there is something. Well, we all have our secrets and our secrecies, but I'm feeling that you, Farito, is trying to hide something from me. And that is what most concerns me because Kalum had a very straightforward meeting with me.
What do you wish to know?
Well, I feel there are some pieces of the puzzle still missing. How long have you been involved in the dealings of the city while being hidden away from the eyes of the people?
I've been involved from the very beginning, when the Bree showed his face.
Make a deception check, please.
Not technically a lie, though.
Oof. Well, your persuasion is way better than your deception.
Yeah.
Oof.
I have a regular +0 to my charisma, so.
Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Well, I see that you've been around a lot, and you probably know many ways to handle the problems of the city. Uh, let's forget for a while the most concerning problem, that is the mithril minings. What are your plans for? What is your backup plan for the economics? If not, if we're not, if the city is not mining mithril in the upcoming days.
Short of making an expedition down to the waters and taking out the savage fish folk that threatened our shores, we can always trade.
Trade what?
Well, firstly, we'd have to track down the dwarves that had managed to escape our shores with the mithril. How that happened, I am baffled, clearly. But we can always trade other metals, minerals, and things like that. Mithril is not the only commodity around.
Yes, but it's certainly the most valuable and rare.
Rarity loses its value if you cannot extract it without impending doom and human extinction.
I see.
Tell me, what was your plan if you continued to mine the mithril and the Sahagwin were so angered that they released their deity onto the docks and shores of Mithril Harbor? Sometimes profit needs to take a back seat.
Well, your rival in this friendly competition had presented me with a great idea that I think will be very pleasant to the ears of, let's say, Duke Edmund, for example. He devised a very technical and strategic method of defense against the seaborne invaders.
Defense. That begs the question that you don't think they're much of a threat.
Well, they did bring a they did attack the shores and the docks, if I'm not mistaken, but I never heard of anything more drastic than that happening.
Why do you think nothing drastic happened more than that?
It's all the information that reached my ear. What can you bring to enlighten me?
Remember that I told you that I intercepted them at the docks, my people.
So?
The nobility in question was already in their trance via Percival, on their way to be sacrificed. Do you know the reason why not one of them lost their lives that night?
And how
It
many?
is because I intervened. 15 nobility, ready for the slaughter.
And how many were you? Your man, I mean.
My men,
Mm-hmm.
that is for me to keep close to my chest. But if you intrigue me, I could be swayed to share that information with you.
I was just wondering how many capable men from our city are needed to defend against.
You're breaking up a lot, Ariel.
Really? Sorry. Let me try. Yeah, I'll turn off the noise canceller. See if that works out. But there are some people that say that they can hear me breathing, so if that happens, it's either one or the other. Either you don't hear me or you hear me too much.
Okay. Yeah, I was just getting every second word that you were saying.
Oh, darn it. Okay. Um, yeah, also because Serafina speaks more softly, and I was trying to roleplay that. That could be because of that as well. Let's see how we go from here. But continue on. She says, I was just thinking of how many capable men from our city are needed to defeat the terrible barbaric fish folk that can mind bend our nobility.
You're wondering how many people I used to take care of the fishfolk army. Is that it?
How many were needed at that fateful night?
I did say that if you intrigued me, I would let you know this information, but you have yet to offer up anything enticing. Clearly, your information network is lacking if you don't know this already.
Well, what can I say?
I like you, Serafina. I want to work with you, but I need to know I can trust you. The fact that you're allied with Lady Alara is already a good sign. So what can you tell me to let me trust you?
Furrington, do you wish Mithril Harbor to thrive and survive?
Survival should take precedent over thriving currently.
Then
I've been trying to make that much clear with the threat that the fishfolk face.
then I don't see why you shouldn't trust me. I wish the same as you do.
Can I do an insight check?
Yes.
Low rolls today.
Yay. But she's not lying, okay? As far as you can tell, she even dropped the murky smile she had all this conversation long to a more serious pen and more of like straightforward face to make you believe that. Um,
Okay.
you and I both want the same thing. I am not your enemy, and I'm not Kalen's enemy either. I don't see why you should antagonize one another. We just need to debate and discover through logic and reason who amongst you have the better idea for the city. For me,
I would
it's
look at
that
our
simple.
I would look at our respective allies first and foremost. You're already aware of our vampire problem in terms of the breed. Did you know that Percival also employed vampires in his own retinue?
Okay, make another insight check.
Damn!
Yeah. She, even though you rolled a 9, you cannot, you didn't notice that she tried to hide the fact that what you just said uh, made an impact on her expression. I do not know anything of the sort.
Serafina, you want me to trust you, yet you hide behind such folly. Tell me the truth. Did you know that Percival had vampires in his employ?
I was. I. I. I suspected. Truly.
And what if I told you that his most trusted vampire has already been dispatched?
I sort of missed Augustus from the court these past days.
So you know it was Augustus. I did not say it was his butler.
I know, but he was my biggest interrogation mark ever since I laid my eyes on him. He felt off. And now with all those vampire sightings in our city, it only made sense.
Well, your instincts were right. Humans can definitely sense something that's off, especially those of the undead nature. They're colder. They lack emotion, empathy. They walk with a grace that's unnatural. And this particular vampire was mentoring your dear Calum.
Make a persuasion check. Ooh, no, we got it. Okay. Well, Farrington. You certainly make some good points, but I am too afraid that our city suffers because of the lack of commodities, as you said.
Well, first we need to take care of the fish folk, because our economy and our ability to thrive financially is directly tied to their removal. But we can't just offer up the lives of nobility. Now, the people that I sent to dispatch their first wave, the ones coming to collect the nobility, they are quite capable people.
I see.
But they cannot be in the spotlight.
Well, I have a way we can certainly come to a agreement. I know you probably have your people busy for the upcoming days after, let's say, if you finally win the election, right? But what if after I vote for you and you win, you lend me those mercenaries of yours? Because you won't need to worry with the fish folk if you do not disturb them. So while you prepare your defense or your offense against them, I use your mercenaries to fix some things that are wrong on my domains. Does that sound diplomatic?
I think some terms can be agreed upon in that we can both benefit, yes.
You can tell them that I will pay them for what they are worth.
Well, of course, mercenaries don't work for free.
Okay, so you go talk to them and see what they think of it, and then come back to me. I am willing to lend my vote of trust to you, Leopard.
Before I go to them with a job, I would need to know what the job is, or at least the risk factor to said job, so I can assume an appropriate sum to send my mercenaries out.
Really? Do you think that's necessary? I think
You're asking me to provide the lives and skills of my mercenaries without knowing the risk or the details of the task.
you like them
Please.
so much that you worry like that. I can just tell them. Do you own their lives that they cannot decide for themselves when I tell them the job I need done?
The value of my mercenaries is that they work directly through me. We have an exclusive contract, you see.
Okay. Well. Well, do you probably know that I rule a fort in the city of Fay Pass to the north of Sapphire Island, right? As the name
Right.
suggests, we at Fay Pass happen to we kind of live with some strange occurrences, probably related to the Fae, and I wish to make sure everything is alright, everything is in order, and that no extra planner will do harm to my people or to my land.
So, they Strange occurrences. Is there a curse involved? Specific type of fae? Pixies, archfae, hags. There's many different types. If we're to trust one another, I need you to do away with the vague descriptions, Seraphina.
It's it's just that between you and me, if I vote for you, you will become probably as powerful as I am, or perhaps even more if Mithril Harbor thrives. So, if I say what is, tell you everything that is wrong with my city, who knows what you can do with that information in the future. That's why I'm leaving that to the professionals. I can pay for their secrecy as well. Or at least, that is what I hope for.
You can pay for their secrecy, but their secrecy is, and my information are one and the same. It will not leave their lips, but it will come to me.
Okay. I will think about it then. We still have some days ahead of us. You can try and convince me more in the next few days.
Seraphina, are you aware of the Alaric clan?
That name sounds familiar.
One of my mercenaries is the long-lost son of the Alaric clan, and if you know anything about them, you know that they do not have sons.
You're telling me because
one of my mercenaries is one of the nobility that went missing 10 years ago. Powerful house like the Alarics want to keep this situation under wraps. I am giving you one secret in exchange for another.
makes sense. Well, if I'm not mistaken, this is not public information, but if an Alaric is amongst your men, it's either it will be better off without him near Fey Pass, or probably that's exactly where he should be. Because I have a problem with hags.
Hags, I see.
And they are very particularly mischievous and dangerous.
What do you know of the Alarics and the connection with hags?
I've heard rumors, but you just confirmed most of them to me.
Did I now? Because I never said that the Alarics had a connection with hags.
I know, but you mentioned about the male son.
I see. So you know a lot more than you're telling me.
I am from Fey Pass. It's basic survival skills to know that, for example, hags are extremely feminists, I would say. They favor the the female sex. So when they make their dealings with mortals, something like a, a male um, hag's blood, I I would say, it's very unlikely to continue living.
I see. Well, we can take care of your hag problem. And then we will have words. And we shall talk about the future of the city.
Perfect. I'm looking forward to it.
I trust that you'll award my men a suitable sum for taking care of quite a dangerous foe.
As I said, I'm willing to pay what they deserve, what they are worth.
You're not going to tell me a number value, are you?
I try not to think of it in numbers, but more in, you know, meaning.
Have you heard many mercenaries, Lady Serafina?
I try not to keep them as close as I'm feeling that you do, but I do have some.
Perhaps some acute lessons. If you tell a mercenary that you try not to think of their value as soldiers, as mercenaries in numbers, you might not have the best time.
Oh, I don't mean on their behalf. They can. All that I am saying is that I don't make an offer to mercenaries. I let them speak their numbers.
See. Well, then I will send them your way, discreetly. So, think of a place that you would like to meet, because mercenaries coming to the office of a city official is not always the best look. And then I will set up a meeting.
I heard
And you
the
can tell them
jungles,
all the plan.
the jungle goats. It's very particularly good. But we can, if you prefer, Leperine, we can let all that conversation to after the elections.
Sure. Let's do that.
Perfect. Thanks for the visit. I'm looking forward to talking more with you in the next days.
Of course. And as I get up to leave the room, enjoy the tea. I've had it sourced specifically for you.
Thanks again.
And then I would close the door behind me, turn a corner, turn another corner, turn a third corner, and make sure nobody was watching me, and then I'd drop my disguise.
Okay.
What's the duration on disguise self?
1 hour.
1 hour.
Ooh, hour.
You got it close. You were 10 minutes away from running out.
Okay, Cedric, where do you go now?
I go to wherever people are. That is my party.
Okay.
Boy, it's hard.
From what I'm getting here. You probably are returning to Bibbick because I think Bjorn was there at least, right? Standing there
I think me and Drevon were going to be going to.
to the alma mater, right?
Yeah.
But you were staying like you
Yeah, I'm
you woke
staying at
up on
Bibbick's.
Bibbick's place.
Yes.
Okay, and Bibbick, did you left your houses to search for Cedric, or you just waited
That's
for
what
him?
I said I did, but we can just say I stayed to make things easier.
Okay, so Cedric, we return to Bibbick's and find him there, while we move now to Drevon and Bjorn. Drevon, this is your first time interacting with the alma mater, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so you see that Bjorn is taking you away from Mithril Harbor. You are still in the surroundings, but you're not taking any road outside of town, but instead you are venturing into the forest surrounding the city. Eventually, after some 30 minutes or so of walking, you find a clearing in the middle of the forest, and in that clearing there is a sort of some 40 minutes tall 40 feet tall obelisk of stone that floats some 15 feet away from the ground. The obelisk is completely covered in magical runes and uh, all sorts of uh, magical and arcane symbols all over it, and it's just standing, floating in the air. Bjorn, you just take him inside.
Yeah, I'll take him over to the obelisk and
Okay.
tell him what to think about, and touch the door, and then or touch the obelisk and walk inside.
hmm Uh, actually, you touch the altar near the obelisk on the ground, right?
Right.
And
Right.
Drevon, Bjorn teaches you that you have to not only touch the altar, but you have to mentalize and uh, state who you are and what are your intentions there, and he guides you exactly what you have to mentalize until you successfully teleports to the pocket dimension that is inside of the obelisk. Uh, you happen to be in a very sprawlingly large and packed full library, probably the most complete or most the largest library you have ever seen or have ever been inside of. You see halls and halls of books in shelves, and you see some desks and some other tools to uh, of astronomy, of engineering, of all sorts of the schools of knowledge and the science that a mage, or in this case a sage, a studier of the arcane, would need as part of the alma mater, the institution that serves as both a magical learning place and also a magical regulation institution in this world. Inside of that of said library, you are probably Bjorn shows you around and uh, shows you not only the place but also the people that dwell there. The first one is the little boy Bob, the intern. He's still an apprentice. Then you have the probably the strangest person you have seen. He is not from any of the races or the species that you are used to. His skin is completely blue, and he has some other distinctive features like 6 fingers in each hand, and he welcomes you saying that he is Kevin. He is one of the Vidalcan, a race that hails from not from this plane of existence but from another, and he is there to help you with anything that you might need. Since you are a friend of Bjorn's, you are a friend of his as well.
How's it going, Kevin?
Oh, hello. Welcome back.
Has Master Willem talked to you about the orb?
Yes. Master William is very, very intrigued by the complexity and the depth that artifact carries. It's a one of a kind. Or probably not, but in comparison to other magical regalia that we have studied and been in contact with in the past.
Well, my friend here, Drevon, is looking for a spell scroll, and I thought this would probably be the best place to bring him. Go.
Oh, hello. My name is Kevin, and I am responsible of all the magical miscellanea we have for sale here at the Alma Mater facility. What exactly are you in need of, Drevon?
I'm looking for a scroll of the evocation called Leomund's Tiny Hut.
I see. That is a fairly high level spell. It takes a deep knowledge of the arcane. You fancy yourself a wizard, Drevon?
I'm actually a warlock.
Make a insight check, either Drevon or Bjorn, but only one of you.
My insight's +3.
I think you've got a better insight than I do.
Alright, I'm doing it. 16.
Nice. Yeah. You already know that Kevin is... I would not be as harsh as to call him a coward, but he is not the bravest you have ever seen. When
That's
Drevon speaks out loud the word warlock, you can see Kevin immediately frightened of Drevon. I'm sorry. Well, since it is a fairly harmless spell scroll you are in search of, and you are a friend of Bjorn's, Bjorn, you're making friends with warlocks now. Well,
It's Kevin.
I see. Yes, I can sell it to you. You need only one exemplar, I suppose. That would be 450 gold pieces.
Is there any discount for a mayoral candidate entourage?
We're not really in the city anymore. We walk like half an hour out of the city. They don't really give a shit.
I'm sure that they're close enough that they might want to have interest in it.
The first time Kevin left the tower was like a week ago, and it was because we forced him to leave the tower.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, they're wizards. They really don't give a fuck what happens
Yeah.
in the city.
Okay. At least I tried. 450. All right. So I toss a bag of 450 gold.
Nice.
Okay, he is a little scared yet, but he goes to one of the shelves, and you see that there are a large amount of spell scrolls, and he all sorted, and he chooses Leomund's tiny hut and gives it to you. Well, since you are here, Bjorn and Drevon, right? I have to ask, any news on our problem with the vampirates and Labrie?
He showed his face last night, or the other night, but we haven't seen him since. No pirate sightings in Mithril Harbor in the last couple days. We've been working with a new mayoral candidate who is taking over. I guess they have other issues with other things like Sahaugen and giant demon gods that are going to kill them for mining the Mithril. So we're trying to stop that from happening. We've kind of had our hands full.
Important. Well, I think I mentioned some time ago that I had asked Tervin, the alma mater on the realm of Tervin, to see if anyone happened to have any knowledge of vampire hunting, and I was recommended a very famous individual that studied vampires most of his life.
Right.
I explained our situation, and last time I heard of him, he was traveling towards Mithril Harbor, but I haven't heard of him since. His name is Ixion, and he bears the title of Wildheart. I think it's because of probably because of his combat prowesses.
I was really hoping you were going to say tusks or something. But yeah, okay.
Well, if you happen to see him around the city, tell him that you tell him everything you know about Labrie. He probably can help you in this whole situation with the vampire.
Did he tell you where he was going to be staying when he comes into town or anything like that? Any place I could meet him?
Unfortunately, no. When I came in, I sent him some letters, and the letter he answered to me with was extremely vague. He didn't seem to be interested in visiting the alma mater when he landed here. He told me that.
Sounds like a guy who's super into vampires. That sounds right. Okay. Well, I'll try and find him. I'm guessing he'll be out at night. So we'll just take a look around.
Perfect.
Ixion, you said?
Ixion, yes.
The Wild Heart? Okay.
Oh.
Well, thank you for
right,
that, Kevin.
Oh, you're welcome. And if you, Drevon, if anytime soon you decide to learn magic in a more morally correct way, the alma mater is always welcoming of individuals such as yourself.
Are you saying I'm immoral?
Yeah, that was very judgmental, Kevin.
Well, let me rephrase that. If you wish to learn the correct way,
Wow, you really can't get that out of your system, can you?
uh, not good enough. How can I say it?
It's close enough, Kevin. We get it. We
Okay,
get it.
okay.
So you're trying to insult me without insulting me?
I wasn't trying to
he's-
insult you, but
He's just been shut in here a long time. He doesn't have very good people skills.
Not my fault that I can just make things happen without having to study to do it.
Yeah, well, I think you kind of gave up something to do that, didn't you? Didn't you have to make some sort of deal or something?
Yeah, I lost one stuff playing cards,
Oh, I do know that. All right. Well, thanks, Kevin. Thanks for your kind of closeted bigotry and and that interesting information. I'll be sure to bring around more friends that for you to hate on.
you're welcome, I guess.
All right. See you later, Bob. Try and teach Kevin how to, accept other people of walks of life and stuff.
I try. It's a worthless effort.
And then, yeah, I guess we'll leave.
Okay.
Thanks for the scroll, Kevin.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So after you leave the alma mater to Bibbick's place.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So the party of four reunited at the same place as soon as we get back from our quick break. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Ixion. When he told us that before, I totally thought that was going to be like another player that was joining us.
Who?
When I remember we were going somewhere and Kevin was like, "Oh, like he sent like a bird or a message or something." And was like, "Oh, I met this witch hunter. He's gonna, come and talk to you." So I thought that was his way of like leading into somebody joining us, but apparently it's not.
Yeah, no, this is something I wanted to get for another level.
Oh, what is?
Oh, that's
That scroll.
Yeah,
When you can't use it till next level.
I can't use it until 8th level technically because I got to get a feat ritual caster.
What? Why can't you use a spell scroll?
I can, but if I use that spell scroll to do a ritual caster, I can keep casting it over and over
I
again.
get it.
And it'll only take me 11 minutes.
I get it now. I get it now. You want to record it into your ritual book and ritually cast it.
Correctamundo.
I get it. Cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit of a Swiss Army knife.
It's funny you chose the warlock to do that.
It's an interesting way to do it, yeah. Could have been a bard.
Because they are definitely not a Swiss Army knife. They're more like
An Eldritch Blast machine.
yeah. They're a singular RPG.
Yeah, but if you'd noticed, don't really use Eldritch Blast that much.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean that's because it's so juicy. You kind of have to, if you want to do anything with flavor, you kind of just have to say no.
It's not true. I did
Right,
Eldritch Blast with flavor.
It just
Yeah.
sucks. I hate Eldritch blasting every single turn, but they make it so good, and I want to.
I just flavored
Yeah.
my Eldritch Blast like ranged sword swings.
Yeah, that was really cool. When you fucking cut that carriage in half with that shit, that was fucking dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was just thinking of the 2 levels ahead.
It's been a while since we got to 6, hasn't it?
Yeah, we haven't been getting too much XP in the last few sessions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that
Yeah,
he's
we need to
got
go
some
kill
sort
the
of way.
hag so we can get some more XP.
Yeah, let's go do just like a day mission.
Sounds like that's gonna happen after I get voted in as mayor.
Yeah, I know, but I
Maybe.
mean that's fucking. Let's just do one right now. Let's just go out and fucking murder something.
Become murder hobos.
Well, first she
Take
has
a thing off the notice board and.
first she has to talk to you guys, and then we have to tell her a price and negotiate.
Oh well, we're gonna do that later. That's an after. She has to vote for you first. We're not doing that shit until she votes for you.
That's what I mean.
I'm talking about going to the notice board and grabbing a mission here, like just
Yeah,
now.
no.
Just like going
I'm
out.
spending the rest of the few days talking to every politician.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is.
Oh, I was also thinking that if that dude is coming into town and he's gonna be late, maybe we could like, ambush. I could take disguise self. I could be that dude.
Huh?
The guy who's coming, who's from a different place. The other voter, Duke Edmund
Right.
Lafloy or whatever. Because he
Okay.
said that he most likely wouldn't make it to town before the election. He was going to get there just in time for the election, is what somebody said to you. But I was thinking that we could ambush him out on the road and tie him up, and I could pretend to be him and then vote for you.
Okay, and once he gets out of his bindings and comes and says somebody tied him up, if your plan isn't to kill him, then it's going to bite you in the ass. 'Cause I'm
Alright,
not
I guess
not
we gotta
using
kill
up all my disguised selves for multiple people.
No, I can take disguise self. I would be him.
I say we just see what he wants for his vote because that's
Yeah,
basically what's
exactly.
coming down
But
to
that's
what
that's
do
kinda
All we
what
need
I-
is the majority. I don't want.
I know, but there's no real way for us to get it because we don't know who the fifth person is, and he's not going to be there for you to talk to him.
We can talk to Serafina, which we just did. We can talk to Valeria.
I guess,
and we
yeah,
already
you can
have
get
Lady
three.
Alara.
Yeah,
We
I
already
guess
have
if you
Lady
get the
Alara.
three,
We only need 3 people.
yeah, you need Count Valerian. Then
Yeah.
we'll have to see what he's like.
Yeah. So we've already got 2 of 3.
Yeah,
maybe he'll get us some Valerian steel.
if Valerian is not on our side, though, then we're kind of, I don't know. It sounds like this Duke guy is not going to be able to be talked to.
Unless we find him on the road. So all we got to do is figure out which way he's coming, try to
That's
meet
true.
him on the road, and then figure that out. Or we go to Count Valerian, or we do both and see which one that we can.
I think
convince.
we still have 4 days, so we can talk to Valerian and then go out and try and find the other guy.
I should have
Yeah.
asked Serafina who the 5th person was.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should be more on top of asking people about that. somebody's got to fucking know. Like, I feel like that we just don't know because we haven't asked anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really worried when they eventually tell us that it's fucking Labrie.
Yeah, it's probably Labrie.
Oh yeah. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Don't worry, we were talking about you.
Okay, I suppose it's something good, right? Silence, complete. Guys, I have to remind you, not because I want you to be overpowered, but because I took my time to homebrew an item for you. When you faced the court of the depths in the docks, damp hair, that humanoid, you could say a cultist of Ia, dropped a helmet.
Helmet.
Yes, that helmet is a magical item. You already spent some rests with him, so you can already know what it does.
Yeah, I took Identify just so that we could go through all that shit, actually.
Yes, perfect. You know that you notice it had the symbols of the imperial cult, or better known as the Octavarium, the 8 sense of the imperial religion.
Right.
It is basically a helm of the gods from Taros, from the Taros campaign book, but reflavored as the helm of the saints. So instead of the Taros divinities,
I get you.
it's all the saints of the world you are currently are. And it has some different ways that you can use, specifically the last paragraph on the description. That part is homebrewed as well. So now one of you can be the cleric of the party without needing cleric levels.
Wait, sorry, what does it do?
Does it do all of this?
Yes.
Does it come with like charges? Or
Yeah,
10
it
charges?
has 3 charges. You can cast a spell from the helm. You must expend 1 charge. The helm regains 1d3 charges daily at dawn.
No.
Oh,
no.
Does not regain, as you can see. the
Helm of the
last
gods.
paragraph, which is the homebrewed version of it. Yes, you are correct for the normal one, but for this version, it has 10 charges, okay? And each day you can attune to one of the 8 saints. So his spell only costs 1 charge, but alternatively you can cast another spell listed by expending 3 charges. So you can be attuned to Madai, for example, and cast Healing Word for 1. And then if you need, let's say, a Smite spell, you can spend 3 charges that very same day. And as you can see, it does not list any way to regain charges. Because
So once the 10 charges are gone.
yeah, there are methods to regain charges, but it's not something that recharges on its own. It's kind of like a Skyrim Soul Gem mechanic, but
Gem thing. That's
yeah,
cool.
You can search for, you can buy or you can loot magical stones that recharge your magical items, your charges. Cool?
Cool.
Hmm.
This is pretty badass. It has Disguise Self.
It does have Disguise Self, which would help a lot.
So
Instead
maybe
of using my
Cedric
3
uses it.
spell
He's got a lot
slots.
of disguise selfings.
You have to attune to it, I'm guessing? Doesn't say that, actually.
Let me check if the original needs attunement. If not,
It do.
Well, yeah, it says whenever you finish the long rest, you have to
yeah,
You know.
yeah,
call
No.
on the thing anyway, so...
yeah. But it is a attunement magical item, so
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is the
Thunderous Smite.
Oh, okay.
What is that?
So spell is not a spell, that's just listing all the spells. Copy.
Yeah, you can have fun with that, but I once again ask, you are all reunited at Bibbick's place. Bibbick, you have a letter to show Cedric. And
Cedric, I have a letter for you. Fuck, third person. God damn it, I'm sorry.
Oh? Who from?
Well, from a young lady. She seemed tired, but she didn't even drink her tea. And then I just hand you the letter.
What did this young lady look like? Because
Young and tired. She had blonde hair. She said it was to help with the campaign. Oh, it's for the fake you, not you.
Ah, yes. I was wondering why someone was getting in contact with me, because I know nobody. Not directly.
You know me.
Figure
You know
of
Bibbick.
Figure of speech, Bibbick.
What does the letter say?
Okay. You open the letter, and it's saying, someone named Valeria or Valeria tells you that she has come to know exactly all of your Furrington's story, from his past to the time where he vanished to now to his grandiose return to the public eye of Mithril Harbor, and she states that she will be the one that will help you achieve your goals if you hire her for a very soundy amount of gold coins. She tells you that kind of hidden amongst other sentences and other paraphrases, she states that she will charge you for 1,000 gold pieces, but she will guarantee to organize your campaign and schedule meetings with all the people you need to know and prepare you for those meetings with information that only she is able to acquire, and subsequently guarantee that you will win the election. Basically that. That is the letter.
This all sounds too good to be true. Did this person say where we could meet her?
It does.
No,
it
but
does
she
not.
wanted to meet you right away.
Well, it's kind of counterintuitive if she doesn't stay here to deliver the letter herself.
Well, she did deliver, but to me.
Right. But now we don't know how to contact her.
Yes.
You see our dilemma then?
Yes.
Could she be a hag?
Well, I think the hags are a separate issue. That's
Still?
right. Upon my negotiations with Serafina, she has given a quest to us upon her vote for Furrington Leperin. There is a hag problem near her residence on the Fey Pass. We are to dispatch them in exchange for confidence in her vote.
Well,
Do we do that now then, or?
sounds like something you would be all in for, right?
Yes, but
Yeah, we'll do it for 8,000 gold.
this will happen after the vote.
Oh.
We need to go to her and tell her our price, which she has left in our hands to negotiate for.
You know what I just kind of realized? What are we going to do after the vote if you leave town? Who's going to be the mayor?
That is
That's where you
a.
get like a president pro tem and just put somebody in charge, like probably Lady Alora.
I'm sure we can have
Like a
an
shitty mayor.
intern. I was thinking more Serafina along those lines. She is more so the politician. And she has the ability to back it up.
But she's nice.
Sure.
Serafina helped Bibbick, and she didn't even ask for anything.
Yes, indeed.
Wait, what do we do
what
now?
What we need to know is where to meet this Valeria person.
Bibbick, I don't know if you remember, but Valeria said that she went to the Leoparding Manor more than once to try to find him. And if you stop to think about it, probably that is the first place someone would go to search for Furrington.
That does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So we should all go, maybe, as Furrington's entourage then.
Perhaps. Yes. I need to come up with a reason why I haven't been home. I was thinking of setting up an office with Cedric, myself, as a secretary. What do you all think?
You could do it here.
Cedric looks around at the probably very small space without 2 rooms. I think we need a place with at least 2 rooms and maybe a window.
Just to go.
Is there a
in,
window in this place?
Disguise self, come back.
Is there a window in this
Any
place?
houses for rent in a very good area, I guess.
Bibbick, you were asking if your place have windows. Yes, it does.
Alright, yeah, the curtains are drawn. Or, sorry, curtains are closed. My bad.
So we can look for a house for rent to set up, your office and kind of stay there when we're not, adventuring.
Yeah, a temporary office to hold affairs, political affairs.
Yeah, that
Tackle
could
that
actually be
task.
helpful.
I will tackle that task tomorrow. And then put up a sign, and then people can come and find me. Or Furrington for that matter. I would like to avoid going to the Furrington Manor for as long as possible. I'm sure once they hear that a leopard is running for mayor, they will want words. The longer we can avoid that, the better.
You might also, I don't know if you already have, but more read up on Furrington, get as much information as possible about, maybe what he did as a kid, or if you can find it at all.
Yeah, didn't they kind of like excommunicate you for being a pirate or something?
Not really excommunicate, but they did shame him out of the family.
Yeah, like they didn't write him into the books and stuff.
Yes.
Wasn't that a thing?
Yes, and that was more so because he wasn't involved in the family business as much.
feeling this is going to be hard to pull off. You'd have no idea what the hell is going on.
Well, that's where the chaos comes into play.
Hey, we guess
The
we'll
only
find
thing
out.
we really need to make sure of is that Percival or his son does not come into power once again.
Good point.
That's the main reason we're doing any of this in the first place.
Absolutely. Fuck that kid.
You all collectively decided to hate the kid.
He's got an eye patch.
Yeah.
He's up to no good. We all know.
In a pirate setting.
Yeah, exactly. He's a pirate sympathizer. Well, what should we do for the rest of the day? Maybe we should go talk to the other candidate.
It is too late for meetings at the moment. I am going to sleep.
We could have a drink.
I'm gonna go work on some armor. So good to be at a forge again.
Go help. Yeah, go help with the armor, I guess.
Sweet. And Bibbick drinks alone.
Damn, that's brutal too. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Sorry. Alright, should I roll for the armor?
For the second day or for later the same day?
Like for today, for the rest of the day.
Okay, so you want to roll with a -5?
Oh, was it today that I worked on it, or was it...
I thought it was
Oh.
today.
No, because I thought... No, it was the end of the 5th day, and today's the 4th day.
Okay. Nice.
Right?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
It is?
Or like 4 days remaining, sorry.
Dawn
I'm
of the
very
last day.
confused.
Yeah, exactly. 72 hours remaining.
Yeah, before the moon crashes.
Exactly.
Okay, but yeah, you could have worked yesterday because you already had the metro to start working, so no problem.
Alright, so just at advantage if Drevon's helping me? Yeah, +3, I think. Or no, +6.
Okay, +6.
27.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
27.
Yes, you have your second success. No problem. So far, everything is working out fine.
Thick ass half plate, right? It's half plate?
I don't know which one you want to work on first, but
Drevon, it's half plate, right?
Half plate.
Drevon? Yeah. Cool. Oh yeah, and if nobody wants to take that helmet, I'll attune to it and use it.
Yeah, Bibbick already has a helmet.
Sure do. And I guess in the morning I'm gonna make a prayer to the Thunder God.
okay. Next day dawns
Saint.
the dawn of the 3 days before the election. And what do you do?
I think everyone else already kind of has a thing, and Bibbick just spent the last day just chilling, fuck off. So I'm gonna look for Danpier, because we know she fled into the city. So because nobody has something for Bibbick to do, Bibbick will do that.
Nice. Okay. Bibbick, where do you want to start your search?
Well, probably makes sense to start at, because we know she has some sort of connection to the Imperial Church.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna start there, and leads if that leads nowhere, Bibbick will just start looking around like poorer areas of town and alleyways and stuff to see if maybe she's just hiding somewhere. Likely not close to the sea.
Okay. So on the Church of the Imperial Cult, you met some clerics there, but during a very specific moment where they were very quiet. They were in a respectful attire and talking very few times with all the visitors, only addressing you on the matters of Master Reginald, right? But now is a more cheerful, more talkative day. So how do you want to approach the acolytes of the temple?
Well, I'll say, hello. Did a nice lady come here a couple nights ago? It would have been at night, and she's about yay tall, and he'll put his hand up basically as high as it'll go. And well, she helped us, but then she ran away. Bibbick's rather worried.
Okay, Bibbick. Make a persuasion, but with advantage.
Oh, that's very kind of you to say. Oh, hell yeah.
Woo!
Nice.
That's a nat 20.
That is a net. 1 tip.
Yeah. Okay.
-1.
You were at the docks that night, weren't you? The acolyte.
Yes.
She mentioned you. She wanted you to know she was thankful for your kind words that day.
Is she around? Bibbick wants to talk.
She stayed with us for a while, but eventually she left. She was very ashamed of all the decisions and all the deceptions that she heard, and yet she got convinced of. But she said something about of what you did for her, and warned us that there was still a active cult for that creature, that monster. What was it called again?
I think it was. Bibbick thinks it was. Io? Yo.
Probably that. Well,
Well, Bibbick will let you go. And it just gives him a little pat on the arm, puts on his helmet, and I guess walks out.
well, since you are here, and if you don't mind, we are accepting donations
Oh,
to help the poor.
how much?
How much you're willing to to spare that you won't miss in the future.
Ooh, this is the moment where I gotta decide whether Bibbick's greedy or not. I'm gonna. Uh, I'm gonna. Bibbick looks into his money bag, which it does have quite a bit of money in it. He says, "Well," he comes over and he kind of thinks, these are too many coins." He kind of jiggles his bag. It's like it's too heavy, and just sort of pours out some money. Yeah, You know what? Yeah, I think Bibbick's very, very ungreedy. He pours out 100 coins. 100 gold pieces.
Okay.
God.
Yeah.
Wow, I was just going to suggest rolling a d20 and tell him that's what you're going to get.
I don't know. I've made the choice. Bibbick will never have money.
Nope, apparently not. That's okay. Maybe you can give it to me to get plate mails. That's a charity you can support.
Oh yes, very. You're too humble and too. You are a good soul, Master Bibbick. Thanks.
There you
He
go.
just paid for his private jet.
You just gave him 100 gold? Jesus.
Don't waste it. You know, you should save your... Bibbick's father always said to save your gold and not throw it away, so take good care.
Of course. This amount will be put to good use to help people in need.
Alright, Bibbick will put on his helmet and leave.
People in need, like the ones that are living in the warrens, the poorest part of the city, as you probably already know. People that lost everything that they had to follow a dark eldritch cult that left them without perspective.
Oh! I think Bibbick's probably smart enough to piece that one together. But maybe I should roll in. I'm gonna roll quick insight just for my own safety. I don't know. 11? Not bad.
He thinks you understood it, and he says, "I'm sorry, Bibbick. She asked me not to tell you, or anyone directly, but I feel your good intentions, so."
Oh!
I hope that she forgives me.
And he takes off his helmet in order to wink, but he kind of does it bad, and then he puts his helmet back on, and he'll head out that way.
Okay. Do you wish to go there and try to find her?
I think I'll do that, but other people can have a scene if they wish.
Okay. What about the others then?
I was planning on tagging along with Cedric today.
Drevon?
I'm probably going to be trying to see if I can find any more people that have to do with the voting. Like maybe where their whereabouts are.
Okay, but away from Cedric.
Who the fifth person is.
Oh, the fifth person, important.
Yeah, more. Yeah.
Okay, there are four actually. There are 4 possible NPCs that you could encounter as you are just trying to search for information. Roll a d4.
Who's rolling a d4?
Drevon. Sorry, forgot to.
1.
Nice. Okay. Drevon. You are y- uh, were you seen with Farrington publicly? Do people know that you are with him if you try to convince them of that?
No, nobody's seen me with any of the party.
Okay, perfect. So it is harder for any of you that are not wearing the disguise of Farrington to try and reach any of the important people in the city. So you could try and contact Elara if you wished, but Serafina, Valerian, and Edmund are too far away for you to reach, right? And uh, without their knowledge, you probably wouldn't get to the fifth element of this entire equation. So, for the time being, you are not able to discover anything uh, important to these prospects that you are searching for. But Bibbick, sorry, Drevon, you see something weird as you are strolling Mithril Harbor. Ever since that very large celebration, that carnival that you participated as you were searching for Labrie's handprint on the conspiracies of the city, you notice there are some new faces, some new uh, individuals in the city trying to make a living, as everyone tries. But this time, in the specific, Drevon, you see a raven flying in the sky, and it suddenly caught your whole attention. You cannot tell why, but it does. And it lands near a tent that was put in a place where the carnival was being held, and now it is only there in the middle of the street, studying there against all odds. And you can see that tent is it's a place of where one could go and have their fortune read to them. It is the home of a fortune teller. For some reason, that raven landed near the tent. What do you do, Drevon?
I'll go ahead and make my way to the tent and peek inside.
Okay. As you go there, you don't see anyone inside of the tent. Only a lot and lots of decorations. Some colorful stuff pending from the top of the tent, but other more creepy uh, decorations, like some bones and feathers of different types of creatures. But you don't see anyone inside.
Do I see anything that's got maybe insignias or wording on it?
Make a uh, make a Arcana. It could be either Arcana or History.
Either way, it's the same thing. Hold on. How about a 15?
Yeah. You see a symbol that is normally associated with uh, with um, shadow binding and shadowy spells, like the spell darkness or silence, and other things that are either necromantic or illusion, enchantment, some of those schools of magic that are commonly associated with evil, on quotation marks, spellcasters. As you are searching for more information on this tent, you hear a voice behind you. It's a soft voice saying, "Can I help you?"
Yes, I was interested in some of the arts that you've got in here.
Oh, I thought you have come to have a card reading, don't you?
Wow, she looks
How
friendly.
how much does that cost?
It depends. Maybe I can do for free?
I give her a gold.
Much generous.
Not Bibbick generous, though.
Well,
Okay, so what do you need from me for this card reading?
before that, can you can trust me, okay? Is there something bothering you? Something you wish to specifically to discover or to understand? Is there a shadow covering you? Or a black cloud?
Sometimes I feel like I'm not myself. And then kind of goes black and I don't remember things.
That's most unfortunate. Well, maybe this is exactly what you need then. And then she grabs a deck of cards. She shuffles the cards and puts 5 cards in front of you, face it down. And she says, choose any of those.
Choose the one on the very left.
Not that one, the other one. No, just kidding. Okay.
I choose the card out of my own deck.
The blue eyes white dragon.
Yeah.
Okay. You flip the card, and she gestures for you to flip the card, and it's a very beautifully drawn tarot card with a what could be described as a angel, probably a celestial being with wearing few clothes and with angelic bird-like wings in a rush to deliver a scroll of parchment somewhere. And you can read the name of the card being the messenger. She says, well, it seems that your life is passing by you very quickly, almost as if you were trying desperately to go to one place to another and not enjoying your time as you should. Is there a quest that you are currently in? Is there a major objective, motivation for you to be in such a hurry?
I am trying to find my guardian mother's ring that was stolen.
It was stolen. Do you know, and you're trying to get to the robber, is that so?
I believe the murderer probably has it in their possession.
I see. Well, choose another card and flip it up.
Choose the middle one and flip it over.
Okay. You see a open book with unreadable text on top of a altar with lit candles over it, and the name of the card is Spirituality. Whatever whatever your quest is, either to search for the robber of a ring or for any other purpose, I can say that the reason of your motivation, it's because of a higher power. Someone, either a worshipper or the entity being worshipped, was the architect of your present day self. Does that comfort you or worries you still?
Worries me still.
Then choose one more card and flip it.
Go all the way to the right and flip it.
Okay. You flip it and you see the drawing of a small baby in a cradle crying in probably for because he's hungry. It doesn't look like any serious matter, only a common reason a baby would cry for. And the name of the card is The Child. And she says, "It is not only your mother's ring, is it? With that, there are more familiar matters that are like open wounds that won't heal. Aren't there?"
Probably not.
Not? Well, it says here that there are some relatives of you either hindering or trying to help you. Maybe the card is not totally right then. probably it's supposed to be a blood relative, but it can be maybe a fellowship of traveling merrymen that serves as a familiar core for you. You look the adventuring type.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the gold coin. I hope I brought some more focus on your quest.
My name's Drevon, by the way. And what's yours?
My name is Inar Quenvi.
That's
Do
a
you
name.
normally go with this carnival, or are you separate from the carnival?
Is that important?
In case I want another reading.
I don't think you will need another one.
Well, I appreciate your time.
The cards tell me that you need to continue focusing on your quest, so I recommend you do that. And she smiles.
I'd bid her farewell and go ahead and leave the tent. Check to see if that raven's still outside.
It is not.
Okay. All right, then I'm gonna go meet up with Bjorn and Cedric then.
Okay. And while that was happening, Bjorn and Cedric, what is your side quest?
I think we're going to see the Count Valerian.
Yeah, Count Valerian. Well, no, I wanted to set up an office first, and then...
Oh, you want to do that first?
Okay, I guess we can go see Count... If it's possible to see Count Valerian. I want to talk to this Valeria person, but I don't want to go by the Leperian house. I don't know
Okay.
what I'd say to the father.
I should probably change one of those names, they are too similar. Now that I think of it. Now that you
Right.
see you spoken the two names.
I was like, wait, what? Who's he talking about? And then I remembered that's Valeria as well.
Okay.
What do you think we should do? Because we need to talk. Probably the best place we need to go.
Well, that Valeria person seemed like, I don't know, like she was on drugs or something, so.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
make a retcon for Mirabelle.
It says Mirabelle now.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
just retcon, just for we don't
Yeah.
confuse the two names.
Yeah, Mirabelle was pretty high strung and definitely didn't seem like, I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe we should go and talk to her, but I have a feeling that she's gonna like try and, kill you and then kill herself or something like that.
She gave you bad vibes, eh?
Yeah, she seemed a little stalkery. Seemed like she hadn't slept in a long time. She was really interested in finding you, and
And she said that she was guaranteeing us to win?
yeah, she wanted to apparently. It sounds like a really good way for you to get into a room with her, doesn't it?
It really does.
But maybe I'm just being overprotective.
Perhaps I'll swing by the Leperian house and let... Here's what we'll do. We'll swing by the Leperian manor and leave a note.
Wait, you're gonna go to your, his parents' house? Are you gonna talk to them?
No, I'm going to leave a note near the front door. And hopefully, if she's hanging around, she will see the note and come by.
I don't think we need to do that. I think in little to no time at all, she'll be hanging around Bibbick's place.
Okay, well, let's go by the Leperine house anyway. Maybe she's hanging
Okay.
around there.
Yeah, you can go take a look. But I don't know what you're gonna say if you see your mom and dad.
Well, they don't know what I look like.
Oh, you're not gonna change into. Oh, I see what's going. That's
Why would
good.
I do that?
That makes sense. Yeah, okay, let's do that.
All right, that's what we're doing. Stroll through town.
Yeah, we'll stop there and see who's at the Leperine Manor, I guess.
I will look out for anybody that is like looking suspicious and kind of hanging around in shadows, or
Well, I'll look for Mirabelle. I know what she looks like, so.
he knows what she looks like. I'm looking for suspicious people.
Okay, roll a 1d4.
A 1d4.
Wow, that's a lot of suspicious people.
Yeah.
I'm way better at perception.
And D4s?
Yeah. It's a 1 in
Okay.
20 chance rather than a 12.
1 and 4. Well, maybe you found the right one. Who knows?
We'll see.
So one was Enar before. Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
This is no. I was just like planning with my head.
Hmm.
Okay. Do you want to go to the Leperine Manor as Cedric, right?
Yes.
Okay. And as you walk the streets, you are normal as Cedric.
hmm
Okay.
This is a new day, right?
Yeah, a new day.
Okay, just making sure.
Whenever you don't say anything, I'll understand it as you being yourself, and then when you need to disguise, you just tell me. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so once again, none of you were seen close to Furrington yet. But Cedric, yesterday you were seen as Cedric or as Furrington when you entered the city hall in search for Seraphina.
Correct.
Or which one of your selves it were?
It was Furrington in City Hall.
Okay, and then you left as Cedric.
Yes. I
Okay.
mean, I would have left Seraphina's door and then gotten into a safe space without eyes to turn into Cedric.
Okay. Perfect. So in the middle of the streets of Mithril Harbor, you are stopped by a dwarf woman. She wears the grayish hairs of someone with a of an older age. But she has the cunning eyes of someone still too knowledgeable and too wise to not be considered a elder, let's say it like this. She says, "You, I saw you yesterday." She says that to Cedric.
Yeah, I'm
What'd you
looking
do
around.
this time, Cedric?
I'm looking around like you can't possibly be speaking to me.
No. You were
Me?
No, this man,
Hmm.
not you,
Oh,
Bearman.
man. It's usually me.
I saw as you left the city hall. You did not saw me because you didn't pay attention, but I was seeing everyone. I know everyone that comes and goes. I should know. Tell me. What were you doing?
What was I doing?
Yeah.
Why is it any of your business?
Because there are. Because I need to know, okay? Because I really do.
Not a great reason. Just walk up to people in the street and demand information because you need to know?
Yes, I need to know everything is.
Lucky you.
As it should.
You have met the first person where that ploy doesn't work.
Okay, let's try another way. I have to ask, and I can see in your eyes when I say the word, I will know if the answer is yes or no. Okay? But
What if I just don't look in your eyes? What if I decide to close my eyes? What if the wind blows and I need to scratch my eyes? That is a not very trustworthy way of getting information, wouldn't you say?
Happens to me all the time.
you're making this way harder than it needs to be.
You are not introducing yourself or divulging any information about you. You are very suspicious.
Okay.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
So
Let
you're
down
not.
the facade, oh mighty dwarf.
So you're not telling me what I want to know. Is that so?
You're not asking the right questions. You also never introduced yourself.
Damn it. Well, I don't know if you're the one that needs to hear this or if you're not, okay? But I will say nonetheless, because the more people that knows this, the better. So, first of all, there is a man, a very, very dangerous man in the city. And you should avoid him at all costs. Do you understand? If that man reaches the title of mayor, we are all doomed. And his name is Furriton Lepery.
Oh, really?
Who is
Why
this?
is he dangerous?
Because I know for a fact that he died when he went to live as a pirate. He had to walk on the plank and he drowned. The one we have right now is his version, his undead self that came to a undying life to take control of Mithril Harbor and to make it drown for the sea people. I know that for a fact. Okay.
Where did you get your information that he died at sea?
Oh, from reliable sources, believe me.
Were you part of the crew?
No, I'm not a pirate.
Can I roll an insight check?
Of course. Do you need to roll inside?
I mean, is she lying to me?
How does she know? She's got scars on her face. She might
She's
be
lying to
fine.
you.
She's lying.
20, okay. Yeah, she's not very confident of what she's saying, and it almost sounds as if she is coming up with words as she speaks.
Why don't you and I retire to get some tea and we can go over your story together? We can even take it to the paper and expose this Furrington for all of his misdeeds and his evil ways.
Make a persuasion. Or actually, no, a persuasion. Go ahead.
Oh my god!
Are you
Yeah.
trying to kill us, old lady?
Do you want to help him, Bjorn? You're standing next to him.
Whoa. I don't know if I want to be an accomplice in this. Oh god, we're in it now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I love tea.
That didn't help at all!
No, it really didn't.
Do you
Okay.
need to use my inspiration?
You can.
Oh!
They do tend to that.
Are you sure you want to lead this old lady to her demise that way?
I never said I was gonna kill her.
I'm still thinking that's what you want to do.
It's a D10.
It's always an option.
You can roll Drevon to add to that if you wish. Or subtract, I don't know if you want to throw your companion.
It's low enough, man. That's great.
Drevon, you wish to roll to add it?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll on a second.
Okay, 15. Little better. She is a little stunned by your offer, a little confused, and she says, "Oh, well, normally people don't believe that quickly, but yeah, I'm too busy right now, okay? But I surely wish to do just
I
that."
insist. It'll be
Later.
my pleasure to serve you and hear all about your tales. All about your conspiracies, because I'm sure they're not just conspiracies, right? I have connections.
So glad.
Well, but it's because it's not that I don't want to. It's just that okay, but not a tea. A mug of ale, please.
Of course, ale. Strong. Yes. This way. And I guess we would lead her to the nearest tavern?
Okay.
I don't know. We don't have ale on hand.
I think I do.
Oh, do you?
I think I filled my wineskin full of beer.
Oh, there
But
you
I-
go. Then we'll go to somewhere that's more discreet. And
Oh no. No, wait, why did I tell you that?
I don't know why you told me that.
I need that for my health potion.
You don't need to use all of it.
I do. I do need to use all. I need
Do
to
you have
drink
an
it in-
alchemy jug, or
I need to drink a pint of ale in order to use it.
Is it an alchemy jug, or is it literally just a water?
No, I emptied my wineskin and filled it from a keg somewhere.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, or like my water skin and filled it from a keg.
Okay. I guess a tavern then, since you're being stingy.
Okay. And as you
Well, I'm more worried about this woman's life. Is what I'm worried about.
Okay, and as you are in search of a tavern to do just that, Bibbick, do you want to us to finish off the session with your scene
I'd love
searching
to.
the warrens for
Let's do it.
damp hair? Nice.
I go to the Warrens.
Okay. Let me see, where is her character artwork? Oh, it's on. She's a humanoid, right?
hmm
I think I do not have it anymore. Did I archived? Well, it happens. You start searching around, asking around for giving her physical description because you don't know how to address her other than the name Damp Hair, which probably isn't her true name, but a moniker that she wore as when she was part of that strange cult, right?
hmm
So as you begin your search, I have to ask for a probably a investigation. What is better for you, investigation or persuasion?
They are both -1.
Okay.
Persuasion, you said? Yeah, both -1. So you know what? Let's do investigation because I like the feel of that. Oh, 7.
Baby Kim adventuring all by himself. Okay. Bibbick. You start searching around, asking questions, and eventually you are a man comes to you. He is a let me see if he's a human or yeah, he's a human of around 32 probably. He has black hair, black and long hair, and he is you can see that he wears a leather coat, and he has a lot of pockets and bandoliers and other uh, places to carry stuff in general. He comes to you, Bibbick, saying, "Hey, I
Hello.
I think you might be lost, friend. This is no place for someone of your steam. I think you are. Don't you belong with the nobility? Like, I think I saw you with that clan master that was here in the city, didn't I?"
Bibbick was with Master Reginald, yes, but now Bibbick's looking for someone else.
Oh, really? And who is that? Maybe I can help you.
But a nice lady, about this tall. She was going as Danpier, but Bibbick doesn't know if that's her real name.
You're probably talking about Gwendolyn. I see. Did she? This is the guy you're talking to, just because I forgot to show it before. Did she cause any trouble to you, my friend?
No, but Bibbick was wondering if she could help, because there's a lot of questions and she seems to know some. But Bibbick's also worried because she seemed scared.
Is that so? And if you don't mind me asking, from where do you know her?
Oh, well, Bibbick and his friends met her on the docks. So on the docks.
You are a man of not so many words, aren't you?
Well, Bibbick's a dwarf, but no.
Well, I have met some very brilliant dwarfs.
But Bibbick isn't. Bibbick's a Wazak or a Dun.
I see. Well, you should try to develop more that side of yours. I can help you if you want. I have just the elixir that can develop more of your intellectual side.
Well, Bibbick does that a lot, but it doesn't seem to help. Most of the time, it makes Bibbick seem to forget.
No, it's not ale that I'm talking
Oh.
about. It's more like, have you ever drank a potion of healing?
No, but Bibbick would be really excited to.
Well, I can arrange all of that. I am a sort of a alchemist myself.
Oh! What sort of potions do you have?
Many sorts. Do you want the regular stuff, or do you want me to show you that I offered before? Something to make you more cunning, more witty.
Does it work?
Of course it works, friend.
Well, it's just that when Bibbick was born, Bibbick got all of the brawn, and Bibbick's brother Bori got all of the brains. So it seems unfair for Bibbick to have both. But Bibbick's been struggling a lot recently. There's a lot of new ideas and confusing plots and things. So Bibbick should be more cunning.
I think everyone should cover all the basic needs for survival in a place like this. You have to be able to defend yourself and to outwit your opponent.
Well, Bibbick can do one of those. So with the potion, Bibbick can do both.
Yes.
How much for the potion?
Well, since this is your first time trying anything of the sort, I can make you a beginner's price, for to say. I can sell this one to you for only 100 gold pieces.
Oh, Bibbick gets into his purse and he's gonna pull out, I guess, 100 gold pieces. Losing money fast.
Do you want to... Why don't you just buy this one right now and then try it?
Well, there's more.
Well, yes, but why don't you just try it first and then see if you like the results, and then you can come back and we do business again.
Well, now or later?
Well, I mean, only if you're free to choose, my friend. I can sell it all to you right now, or...
Well,
But if
No,
you,
but
what if you don't like it?
Bibbick doesn't want to be smart now if Bibbick needs to be smart later, so how long does the potion last?
Oh, I see. Well, yes. Since it's your first time, normally it will hit with more oomph the first time, so it probably will last for 5 to 10 days, depending on your
Oh,
how well your body accepts it.
Bibbick says, well, thank you. And Bibbick, Bibbick will leave with this potion now.
Okay, you're welcome. Oh, by the way,
Oh,
the one you're searching, damp hair was that, right?
yes.
She goes by Gwendolyn these days. Uh, you can keep on going and then turn left right there, and you will see her. She is currently. I don't know what she's doing these days, but you'll find her.
Thank you. And Bibbick will head off down the way and then to the left.
Okay. You can see that this is some. This is a very poor part of the city, right? Um, and there are all sorts of probably not. I don't know how street knowledges Bibbick are knowledgeable in this sort of scenario, but in off game this is a very criminal underground place that you are.
Oh, Bibbick grew
finding
up in a
yourself.
mine, so yeah, he's no street smarts.
Okay. Perfect. Bibbick. You see that are all sorts of shady dealings are happening all around you. And as you try and search uh, for the one that you Bibbick Arnold as you go around searching for them, the woman known as Gwendolyn, previously known as Damp Hair. Um, you you remind yourself that she gifted your party with the Helm of the Saints, a item that belonged to the Imperial Church, and
Mhm.
she was for some time a cultist of Ea, which is also something related to faith and religion, right? And as you find her, she is once again doing something that you could relate to the fate or to the act of proceeding with a religious cult of sorts. She is preaching on top of a wooden crate, and there are some uh, five to or seven seven people around her listening to her words, and as she preaches the word of the Octavarian, or the uh, your run of the mill imperial cult. And as she sees you now, as you can see, renovated, uh, looking more like a looking more healthy than ever, than as she did when she was lost to the Ea cult. She sees you, Bibbick, and she stops in the middle of a sentence, and then she runs away.
Well,
She has a goblin skull around her neck.
Bibbick will run after. He goes, wait!
Bibbick, as you start your your hunt for for Gwendolyn in the ruins of Mithril Harbor, that's where we're gonna end for tonight.
All right.
Okay, this is not a full session, but one of two sessions that we probably will have to schedule for the next